We often measure our happiness or success in life based on our productivity, how much we've done or achieved. We may feel guilt or stress if we take time to rest. This is unfortunately really common. We're conditioned to hustle, achieve, and make work our priority, that we can't feel content or gratified until we've accomplished our goals or our to-do list. The problem with this way of living is that we aren't living our truth. We're not living in the present. This mentality has us focusing on the illusion of future happiness, believing that we will feel happier, more fulfilled once whatever is next arrives. Once that short-lived dopamine release of satisfaction is over, we just feel uneasy and discontent again, unfulfilled, unhappy. This way of living causes stress, anxiety, overwhelm, and burnout. It's not how life is meant to be lived or truly enjoyed. It's not suited for the human spirit, and it's not where we feel our best and most joyful selves. Not to say a hardworking person with goals can't be happy, but it's usually in the smaller, more simple moments of life that true fulfillment is found. Since realizing that slowing down is just as important as achieving goals and working hard, I've noticed a drastic change. I honestly rarely feel stressed or overwhelmed anymore. I feel way more joyous and at peace. My self-worth has increased. I am the happiest I've ever been, and I'm absolutely loving living life every single day. These are 5 ways I've slowed down that have made all the difference. First, I start my days outside. Not on my phone, not watching TV, engaging with other people, or immediately doing things, but being outside in nature, going for a walk, or even just simply laying in the grass in my yard. I find laying on the ground literally grounds and recenters me, connecting me with life source energy, the energy that I am, enhancing my awareness, and just grounding me back into my authentic self, out of the false self of the mind. I enjoy feeling the warm sun recharging my battery, the wind kissing my face, or birds singing me a song, just losing myself in the magic of life and really appreciating everything around me, connecting with it all. The bugs crawling around in the grass itself, each blade is alive like me. My garden, getting a childlike rush of excitement whenever I spot a new sprout, leaf, or flower emerging. I find growing new forms of life so magical and gratifying. Especially as a woman, I've recognized my natural feminine love of growing. All of it, living, so pure and so peaceful, just being alive. I like to bring my cat Walter outside with me too, and he's always being weird or silly and making me laugh. I'm in constant awe at his effortless way of living in the present. Cats, or animals in general, are wonderful teachers of how to live in the now. I truly feel the most presence and connection when I'm outside in nature. Even if I don't start my day outside, I always make a point to spend a little bit of time outside at some point during the day, even if it's just like a 5-minute walk around the neighborhood or just sitting in my yard for 5 minutes. It makes a huge difference. The next thing I want to talk about are really 3 things I want to talk about. My 3 daily non-negotiables, and I put these 3 all together because these are things that I make a point to do every single day, even if it's like 2 minutes. There's 24 hours in a day, so really 2 minutes of each thing, that's 6 minutes. It is totally doable. And when I don't do these 3 things, I notice a massive difference in my mental health, my spiritual health, and just my overall feeling for the rest of the day. So whether it's starting my day with them, ending my day with them, I always choose to do them at some point. So the first is meditating, and meditation just helps bring my focus back into my inner essence and energy, away from the noise of the world, away from the noise of my thoughts. It reconnects me to stillness and peacefulness, to love and authenticity. And meditation is really just focusing on your breath, using your senses to focus on your body, just being intensely still, intensely focused. Journaling also does this for me, or similar, I guess. It allows me to gain a greater awareness and see things in a new perspective, to speak from my authentic self with complete transparency, without fear of judgment from others, just reflecting and releasing, allowing whatever is inside of me to flow freely outward onto somewhere else. Journaling helps bring me back to love and joy and contentment when I feel like I've become lost in my false self, my ego. The ego is what tells us that we need to be doing rather than just being. And I find reading spiritual or self-development books that speak to my soul also really nourishing as well, and just help me learn how to live a healthier and happier life. It forces me to sit and be still while, again, I focus on something other than what's going on around me or in my mind. I find meditating, journaling, and reading serve as a gateway to consciousness for me. The third thing is kind of obvious and a little bit ironic, but it's really that I stopped doing so much. I recognized that my thoughts were constantly telling me, oh, I should be doing this, or oh, I need to do that, and on, and it was never enough. I was never really content in life. I'd accomplish one task or goal, maybe feel accomplished and happy for a short period, but then I was just thinking of what I needed to be doing next, never living in the present moment. Now, I continually aim to bring my focus back to the moment that's occurring right now, engaging my senses to soak it all up. I practice conscious breathing to ground myself out of my mind and back into my body, feeling gratitude and wonder for all that is surrounding me. I choose to write down or think of things that I'm grateful for every single day and just spend time not moving, actually enjoying just being alive and all the other little things that we often miss in our everyday lives. Seeing magic in the seemingly insignificant. It's when I slow down and cherish these little things in life that I feel the most full of love and inner peace. Checking in and listening to my body, my home. I ask it what it wants or needs rather than what my mind is telling me I want or need. Maybe my body wants rest. The mind might resist this, but I talk over it and say, that's okay, of course we can rest. Despite the incessant shoulds that the mind is attempting to interrupt me with, I know that if I feel the need to rest, once I do, I will feel better. Maybe my body feels energized and wants to move, so I dance, I play, I walk, I move. Our bodies are our homes for life and are always going to send us messages that leads us to what best serves us. So listen to them. When I listen to my body, I really tune into my feminine essence as well. A nurturer, a grower of life. I really accept my softness and honor it by nurturing myself and my body, loving them the way they are. By listening to my inner body, my energy, I become one with it again. I feel it, I surrender to it, and accept it without judgment. Lastly is spending more time alone. This has been really significant for me as it's given me the opportunity to develop a deeper connection with myself, to really love myself, or rather feel the love that I already am. Often, when we're always engaging with other people, we unconsciously absorb their energy or are influenced by them. The most important relationship you can have is with yourself, learning your truth, living life authentically for you, not being influenced by others as much or trying to be different just to please them. I often ask my authentic self, the real Kaylee, what she is needing or what she would most enjoy in this moment, what feels right to my soul, what is the best fit for me, what serves my highest good, helps me find my true passions and purpose in life, and to live a life that's really true to me. This helps me be more authentic and makes it easier to carry that into everything else. In work, relationships, or the choices I make, helps me to be healthier and happier overall. Although we are all connected as living beings, we are still individuals with different gifts, needs, and purposes, and we are the creators of our own lives. No one can go inside of us and make us feel good. Only we have that power.